Alrighty, what's up YouTube? MemphisMike out on the bike today. And I'll tell you what, let's just get right to it. Let's just get right to it. I get asked this question all the time. Mike, I think I want a motorcycle. I think I would like to have a motorcycle. It looks so fun out on the open road, just cruising along on those pretty days out there, and I think I'd like to get a motorcycle. What do you think? Well, here's what I'm going to tell you right off the bat. If you're even remotely considering a motorcycle, and I'm talking about first timers, okay? All right? I'm going to suggest you take the MSF class, the Motorcycle Safety Foundation class. That is the first step. Get your motorcycle license. Go ride their bikes. You can find it at usually a local VOTEC college somewhere, or maybe a private training facility. And the Harley Davidson place offers the Rider's Edge class, the beginning motorcycle class. And they do a great job with it. That's actually where I took mine many moons ago. It cost twice as much. But here's the benefit, I thought, actually, of taking it there. It was a smaller class, and you had a bigger motorcycle, a 500cc versus a standard 250, which is what most places normally have. So right there, you're starting on a bigger motorcycle, and you're starting on a mid-size bike, small to mid-size bike, instead of just a little 250. So do that. Take the MSF class first, if you're even remotely thinking about it. Secondly, ask yourself, can I afford a motorcycle? How much do you have to spend? You got $2,000? Have you got $10,000? Have you got $5,000? Can you even afford it? Is it in your budget? Is it in your budget? Think about that. Thirdly, after the expense of the bike, you got to think about the expense of the gear. Buying the motorcycle is just the first part. Then comes a decent helmet. Then comes a decent jacket, decent pants. And then keep in mind, are you going to ride a lot? Are you going to be riding in 3 seasons? So then you got to consider that. Okay, I need gear for 3 seasons. So that's something to consider. Gear alone might end up costing you $800 to $1,200. Depending on what you buy, what kind of quality you buy. So you're going to have to think about gear as well. And also ask yourself, do you have the time to even fool with a motorcycle? If you're just buying a motorcycle to ride it on Sunday afternoon after you get out of church, that bike's going to be sitting a whole lot. You know what? I'd say don't waste your time if that's all you plan on doing, because buying a motorcycle is like buying a handgun and going to get your handgun permit class, and you want to start carrying a gun. Guess what? That's just the first step. If you don't practice and ride a lot and go to the range with that gun, you got no business carrying a gun. Same thing with a motorcycle. If you don't have the time after you buy the bike to start to practice and hone your skills, I'd say don't fool with it. And then fifthly, how are your driving skills as a car driver? If you got a bad track record in your vehicle, if you're constantly getting speeding tickets, if you're constantly having fender benders, I'm going to say a motorcycle is not for you. If you've got bad driving habits, a motorcycle is not going to be for you. So that's something to consider. If you don't know how to drive that car, you dang sure ain't going to be able to drive that bike, because it's a whole different ball game when you're on 2 wheels versus 4 wheels surrounded by a bunch of metal. So that's just something to think about. So ask yourself these things. You want to get into motorcycling. Well, do you? Do you really? Something to think about. Thanks for watching YouTube. Memphis Mike. And I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe to the channel at Memphis Mike. It's youtube.com/MemphisMike901, or just click the subscribe button, and I will see you later.